Hi guys, Infernal here, come to you with our first video on the channel. In today's video we will be discussing the future of the Mandalorian Season 3 and a few possible ideas along the way. This video will of course contain spoilers for the Mandalorian Season 2, so I suggest you go and watch it first and then come back to this video later. With that aside, let's jetpack straight in. Now diving straight in, we will be discussing two main points. The Book of Boba Fett, which was teased at the end of the post-credit scene from Chapter 16, and the reclamation of Mandalore. So, beginning with the least likely of our options, the Book of Boba Fett, which was obviously, like I just said, teased in the post-credit scene of Chapter 16, where we see a rather wealthy or fat-looking Bib Fortuna sitting on the throne of Jabba the Hutt. Personally, I thought we'd see him die on the sail barge, but as it turns out, he lives. But never mind. The shot then goes to Fennec Shand and Boba entering the palace, where Fortuna looks rather surprised to see Boba alive, as they've both survived the destruction of Jabba, or his criminal underworld. Now, obviously, Boba isn't very pleased to see Bib Fortuna alive, so Boba shoots him and he is now taking control of the criminal underworld. Now, this could go two ways. One of which is that it has been rumoured to be its own standalone series discussing Boba controlling the Coruscant underworld, or just the Star Wars galaxy's underworld in general, just similar to what Darth Maul did with Crimson Dawn. Or that this is now the third season of The Mandalorian, as Din Djarin and Grogu's story has ended with Grogu being left in the hands of Luke Skywalker. But I highly doubt this, as I don't think Disney would quite cast away their characters yet. I mean, like, they're still kind of fresh and new, so it seems highly unlikely that they would just cast them away. But this leads us into our second option, where we see Din and Bo reclaim their homeworld of Mandalore after the Great Night of 1,000 Tears, which is basically where the Imperials went to Mandalore, destroyed the majority of the Mandalorian clans, and basically just decimated the place for Beskar and their materials. And because the Emperor saw the Mandalorians as more of rising up against him, he decided to basically decimate all the clans. But what believes me to believe this exactly is the fact that Din now has the claim of the Darksaber after he unintentionally won it from Moff Gideon. And if you know the story of the Darksaber, Tuum, who wields it, has the power to rule Mandalore, as we've seen with Bo-Katan, Sabine Wren, I think it was Pre Vizsla and Tor Vizsla. Now, seeing as Din has the Darksaber and not Bo-Katan, it leads me to think that either Bo will duel Din for the Darksaber so that she can actually rule Mandalore as she intended, or the fact that Din will be forced to rule Mandalore or try and reclaim it, which honestly sounds amazing. It just sounds really incredible that Din is basically a foundling. He went from nothing and just all of a sudden rose to the top of the Mandalorians. But regardless, we will not see any more details of this. Like, we won't exactly know what will be Season 3 until later details have been released. We have no idea when those details will be released. Hopefully within the next couple of months, but God knows with the current pandemic. But that will do it for today's video. If you do like content you see here, please comment, like, subscribe. And yeah, that's going to it for me. I'm Infernal, and may the Force be with you always.